Kings and Queens, Your Majesties, welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for returning. Trust you and yours are well, and you're loving yourself and others like always. Many thanks to all of you for the support you give to the channel. Thank you so much to our channel members, to our anonymous supporters, to all of you, my esteemed subscribers. You're loved, celebrated, and appreciated. All right, I want us to have some little discussions about some of Dr. Ray's teaching and drawing our minds back so that we can figure out what is happening present at this time. So today we'll talk about the Council of Ephesus, 431 AD. What happened at that council, what conclusions were made, and how is this affecting our lives today and shaping our beliefs as the melanated people around the world, because it is the melanated people that are very, very much into religion. When you look at the statistics, you discover that melanated people all over the world are very, very attached to religion. And mind you, it's something that has to do with emotion. I keep telling you here, it's not new to you if you've been on the channel, and I will always remind you so that you know who you are as the melanated man or woman, that you are very close to divinity. You are very close to divinity. The world has painted the black image as the devil, okay? But no, you are capable to be evil, but you are also capable to be good. All right? You are very close to divinity. That's what I want you to understand as a melanated man or woman. Whether you're in a continent or you're outside the continent, wherever you are, just know that you're very close to divinity. They are attracted to you. Did you watch that video where that man was explaining why the gods are attracted to black people? That spark is there. It triggers. The moment they come out into the public, it is easy to figure you. It's easy to fish you out. Even if you're hiding somewhere, there's a magnet. Your Majesties, you understand? There's a magnet. You are capable of being good and 100% good. You are. So all those thoughts of black is evil, black is bad, all those, put it aside. Do not agree to what the world wants to subject you to, that nothing good can come out of you. That is a lie. One of these beliefs is the mother of God, okay? The virgin mother and child, the Theotokos. Theotokos is the mother of God, okay? Theo, God, and the Tokos is the mother. So, or God's mother, whichever way you want to understand it. Now, when was this put into law? At what council was this deliberated upon and agreed, and it was fixed into the belief system? It is at the Council of Ephesus at 431 AD. Now, prior to the Council of Ephesus, it existed. Remember when Mazidibia was talking about? Nothing is new. All this existed. Now, I keep telling you, nothing is new under the sun. You understand that popular phrase. But it's the fact. It's a fact. It is the African system of beliefs and worship that has been taken and plagiarized. The Greeks delving, the Romans delving, and this is how we have what we have today. Let's listen to Dr. Ray, and we'll pick up some point from there and have some deliberations.
Here it goes. That's the original Virgin Mother and Child, which became in the Roman Catholic Church Mary and Jesus. But when did the Roman Catholic Church create this? In the year 431 AD. At the Council of Ephesus. Okay? Yes, the four major councils of the Roman Catholic Church is what's got us all messed up. These Roman Catholic bishops wrote doctrines that they want the world to believe for the sake of control, starting with the Council of Nicaea, then the Council of Constantinople, then the Council of Ephesus, then the Council of Chalcedon in 451 AD, which put the nail in the coffin. Well, at the Council of Ephesus, Roman Catholic bishops decided that this child must have a mother. Okay, and of course the child is Jesus, which in Christian theology is divine. Okay, so now they're saying that Mary is the mother of God. And that's what the word Theotokos means in the Greek. Theotokos, God's mother. Okay, and that was created. Again, y'all, don't take my word for it. You can Google it. You have the devices in your hand. Go ahead and Google. When did the doctrine of the Theotokos come into existence? Go ahead and Google it. It'll come right in and tell you right there in 431 AD at the Council of Ephesus. Roman Catholic bishops created this doctrine from their own twisted minds, instead of just giving the credit to where the credit belongs, with the African. But you see, for the sake of cultural and racial superiority, because that's really what religion is really all about. Every culture has their belief system, and it's about cultural and racial superiority, right? So for the sake of cultural and racial superiority, these Europeans went into Africa, saw our story, stole it, copied it, and plagiarized it, and then represented it back to us as though it came from them. And we believed it.
I am seeing is that there are more and more people who are either wanting to explore more of their divinity in a spiritual way versus a religious way. There are some people who have taken that step and they are still experiencing barriers for the most part being rooted in fear and even sometimes shame. Okay, these barriers, you can, if for example, if you grew up in religious dogma, you can physically leave your body. You can stop going to whatever service, church, temple, whatever. But after you have physically left, that is not enough. That programming has already infiltrated your life.
Your Majesties, that's for a fact, the statue of Aset and Heru. You know, the story of Aset and Heru, when we tell you here that that's the original mother and child, the Madonna. Okay, now when you look into the private offices of those who control this religion, okay, when you look into the private offices of those who are in charge of these denominations under religion, you discover that they have the more original of this picture of the mother and child. Okay, what is circulating around the world today, you see, is a European figure, a white woman with a child in her hand. But go into the private offices of these people, custodians of these religions, you discover that they have the more original. They have the melanated, the black one, the black picture, which is close to the original. It's close to the story of Aset and Heru. There is nothing new. There is nothing new. The story of Aset and Heru is before the story of the Virgin Mother and Child. The story of Aset and Heru is the first story. If you know the story of Aset and Heru, you understand very well the whole story behind the Virgin Mother and Child and why it needs to be a core of the system of the Christian community. All right. Now, prior to 431, what existed as the Virgin Mother and Child was the story of Aset and Heru, 6500 BCE. Okay, so thousands of years before the story of the Virgin Mary and the child Jesus, we had the story of Aset and Heru. Now, the world want to make us forget that that nothing existed. There was no virgin birth. There was nothing like that existing before we have the story of Mary and the child Jesus. Yeah, Jesus. Okay. Now, the truth is that when you look into the divine feminine story, I don't want to bring that here because maybe a lot of us are gonna get confused. But anyway, let me just drop that. Just drop that discussion, right? But the truth is that a lot has been done to belief system. While at the Council of Ephesus, trying to put this into law and make it a dogma, adding it to the belief system of the Christian community. If the church had explained, if the church had brought it to the public that there was a story of a virgin mother and a child existing, a black woman, a virgin black woman and a child existing before this one, let everybody know, have the idea. I bet you there are a lot of people that don't even know that the story of Aset and Heru is it was what was plagiarized. I wanted to say it's similar, but no, it was what was plagiarized. Okay? After the story, there are some women. Okay, I say I'm not going to go into it, but maybe I have to. There are some women that conceive without having a sexual relationship with a man, and they have children. The virgin birth. There are some women that give birth that way. Very few of them. Very few of them. That's why they tell you that the feminine is an energy that is divine. I'm not saying the men energy, the masculine energy is not divine. No, don't get me wrong. But the divine feminine is a topic on its own that if we want us to talk about it, we'll talk about it. So it wasn't just Mary who had a virgin birth, right? And even the story of Mary herself is a story that there's a lot of misconception, a lot of mix up here and there. And why do you think that they keep doing all these things? It's still for control. They know why they are doing all these things. They want to get you, they want to hold you tight, hold you down, so that they control every belief that you have. This is for a fact. We see this happen by day, Your Majesties. So I said, let me show this to you, that prior to the Council of Ephesus at 431, where this decision was made, and they prohibited everybody from talking about Aset and Heru. No, don't talk about that. The only virgin birth that had ever existed that you should talk about is that of Mary, the mother of Jesus, because they needed that story. That was a tool. They want to use that to really control people. Your Majesties, they want to use that to really control people. We are not confusing ourselves here, but we're trying to bring the truth out to the public so that we understand better what we are doing. I'm going to see you in my next one. Until then, love yourself, love others, stay safe, stay positive, always, Your Majesties. Bye for now.